Remember when we dreamed of space travel, it was all science fiction. Now, it's happening. Companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin are making it real. They're building rockets, they're sending people into space. It's an exciting time. This isn't just about billionaires joyriding, it's about the future. We're talking about space tourism, we're talking about living on other planets. It sounds crazy, but it's closer than we think. Remember when we thought the internet was a fad? Now look at us. We're ordering groceries online and video chatting with family across the world. Space travel is the next big thing. And it's just getting started. This new era of space exploration is full of promise. But it also has its challenges, like what to do with all the junk we're leaving up there. More on that later. Let's talk about SpaceX. You've probably heard of Elon Musk. He's the guy behind Tesla and those self-driving cars. Well, he's also the brains behind SpaceX. And they're doing some amazing things. SpaceX is all about reusable rockets. Think about it. You wouldn't throw away an airplane after one flight, would you? That's what SpaceX is doing with rockets. Landing them back on Earth so they can fly again. It's cheaper and better for the environment. They're also working on Starship. This massive rocket is designed to take people to Mars, and not just a few astronauts. We're talking about 100 people at a time. Imagine that, a whole colony on Mars. SpaceX isn't just about Mars though. They're also launching satellites into orbit. Thousands of them, these satellites are bringing high-speed internet to even the most remote corners of the Earth. It's like magic, but it's science. SpaceX is pushing the boundaries of what's possible. They're not afraid to take risks, and they're moving fast, real fast. Now, let's talk about Blue Origin. This is Jeff Bezos's baby. You know, the Amazon guy. Blue Origin is a bit more low-key than SpaceX, but they're just as ambitious. Blue Origin is focused on making space accessible to everyone. They want to make space tourism a reality. And they're well on their way. Their New Shepard rocket has already taken several groups of tourists on short trips to space. But Blue Origin isn't stopping there. They're also working on a much larger rocket called New Glenn. This beast is designed to carry cargo and people into orbit. It's reusable, just like SpaceX's rockets. Blue Origin is also developing a lunar lander for NASA's Artemis program. Remember Artemis? That's the program that's sending astronauts back to the moon. This time, we're going to stay. Blue Origin's approach is a bit more measured than SpaceX's. But they're making steady progress, and they're committed to making space a part of our everyday lives. Here's the thing about space. It's getting crowded up there. All those rocket launches and satellite deployments are creating a lot of debris. We're talking about spent rocket stages, dead satellites, and even tiny bits of metal and paint. This space junk is a big problem. It's traveling at thousands of miles per hour. That means even a small piece of debris can cause serious damage to a working satellite or even a spacecraft. Remember that movie Gravity? It's a bit dramatic, but it shows you what can happen when space debris gets out of control. The good news is that people are working on solutions. There are companies developing technologies to capture and remove space debris. And there are international efforts to track and manage space traffic. We need to take this problem seriously. We don't want to create a space junkyard that prevents us from exploring the cosmos. Section 5. New Shepards and Daring Flights. Let's get back to the fun stuff. Space tourism. Blue Origin is leading the way with its New Shepard rocket. It's a sleek, reusable spacecraft designed to take passengers on short trips to the edge of space. Imagine this: you board the New Shepard capsule. The rocket engines ignite, and you're pushed back into your seat. You feel the G-forces building as you accelerate upwards. Then silence. You're weightless, floating inside the capsule. You look out the window and see the curvature of the Earth, the blackness of space. It's a view that few people have ever seen, and it's breathtaking. The flight only lasts about 10 minutes, but it's an experience you will never forget. And just a taste of what's to come. Blue Origin is planning to offer more frequent flights with New Shepard, and they're working on a larger spacecraft that will be able to take more passengers on longer journeys. Section 6. A whole lot of Falcon feathers. SpaceX is also in the space tourism game, but they're thinking bigger, much bigger. Their Falcon Heavy rocket is the most powerful operational rocket in the world, and it's capable of carrying humans into deep space. In 2023, SpaceX launched the first all-civilian mission to orbit. The Inspiration mission carried 4 private citizens on a 3-day journey around Earth. It was a historic moment for space tourism, but SpaceX's ambitions go far beyond Earth orbit. They're planning to use their Starship rocket to send humans to Mars. And they're not just talking about a few astronauts. They're talking about building a self-sustaining city on the red planet. It sounds like science fiction, but SpaceX has a track record of making the impossible possible. They're developing the technologies and building the infrastructure needed to make this dream a reality. Section 7. Beyond the Big Two. SpaceX and Blue Origin might be the biggest names in the new space race, but they're not the only ones. There are dozens of other companies and organizations working on space exploration. Rocket Lab is a small but innovative company that's developing smaller, more affordable rockets. Virgin Galactic is offering suborbital space flights to tourists. And Relativity Space is 3D printing rockets to make space travel more accessible. Then there are the national space agencies like NASA, the European Space Agency, and the China National Space Administration. These organizations are collaborating on international projects like the International Space Station and the Artemis program. The future of space exploration is a team effort. It's going to take the combined ingenuity and resources of governments, private companies, and individuals to unlock the secrets of the cosmos. Section 8. The final frontier awaits. We're living in an incredible time. For decades, space exploration was the domain of governments and a select few astronauts. Now, it's open to everyone. The new era of space exploration is full of promise. It holds the potential to solve some of our biggest challenges here on Earth. From climate change to resource scarcity, space offers solutions and opportunities. But it's not just about practical matters. Space exploration is also about pushing the boundaries of human knowledge and understanding. It's about asking big questions and seeking answers in the vastness of the cosmos. The final frontier awaits, and it's up to us to explore it. Section 9. Keep looking up. So the next time you see a rocket launch on TV or read about a new discovery in space, remember this: you're witnessing history in the making. The new era of space exploration is just beginning, and it's going to be an incredible ride. Keep looking up. Keep dreaming big. And who knows, maybe one day you'll get to experience the wonder of space travel for yourself.